Hello, this is my review for Robots 2005, the animated film, starring Ewan McGregor, Stanley Tucci, Robin Williams, Halle Berry, Jennifer Coolidge, and Paul Giamatti. I recently rewatched this film, and I thought it's quite good. I like it. I'm going to start with a positive. It's quite enjoyable. It's quite uplifting. It's got a powerful. I don't know if I'd say powerful, but it's got quite an impactful message, shall we say? And that I feel like that message that the film's got is also embedded in the film's theme of like Rodney being told by Big Weld's saying of you can shine if you're made of old parts, spare parts, or new parts. You can shine no matter what you're made of. And then Rodney's really like he's trying to make himself into something. He's constantly just trying to improve himself. He wants to help his dad, who's a dishwasher. I feel like that was, it was just I was uplifting. That was a positive message. That was a really nice, warm. It had a warmth to it. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. It had a warmth to it. I like that about the film. The theme, as I've already said, I like the moment. One thing that stands out to me, like just emotionally impactful and really having it resonate, was that moment at the train station, so to speak, train station blimp type thing, where Rodney's parents are there and they try and stop him from leaving to go to the big city. I feel like it was obvious that the big city that he goes to is obviously like New York City, whilst also being a little bit like Disneyland. Walt Disney World, or whatever it's called in Florida and California and Paris, whatever they call it. Obviously somewhat inspired by that. The soundtrack, to me, as I've already mentioned, was vibrant and lively. Had a just powerful, uplifting, positive. It had a certain amount of positivity to it that I really liked. What else? I'm going to talk about... You see, at the start of the film, Rodney's born, of course. Rodney's dad, Stanley Tucci's over the moon. You see the Rodney invention, the box. You see the scene, as I've already said, Rodney on the train. He's leaving to go to the big city. And then, of course, we get a scene where Rodney has the Big Weld's gate, the giant gate, and he's talking to Paul Giamatti. That was quite hilarious. That was Paul Giamatti constantly like toying with him was quite funny. And then when Ewan McGregor, Ewan McGregor manages to get into the office, and then they kick him out, and then they throw him out like with a giant magnet. And then Paul Giamatti's like, "So how'd it go?" And then he's really being sarcastic with him. He's saying, "No, where do they make? I didn't know they still made dreamers like you. I didn't even know they were like something akin to that." And then he's like, and he just shouts at him and says, "Get lost, freak." I just thought Paul Giamatti's sarcasm was quite brilliant. I thought that was Paul Giamatti's voice acting there was quite superb. Tim, I think his name was Tim, Paul Giamatti, I think, if I'm correct. Then, of course, we get a scene where Rodney is like, when he just after he leaves Paul Giamatti's character, he has like a gas canister attached to him, and then he's like rocketing along the path, and then all the bits of metal are chasing after him. I thought it was just a nice chase scene. And then, of course, get the scene where he's bunking with Robin Williams and Jennifer Coolidge and the gang, and I don't know the names of the other characters, but like one of them, like they all just bunk together. I thought I was all right. And Robin Williams doing his "I'm in your room, I'm not in your room," doing like one leg in, one leg out. I was quite amusing. Rodney meets Big Weld. We of course get Big Weld at the Big Weld ball. I like that scene with the dominoes. That was quite amusing. We get Rodney and Robin Williams at the ball, where they're like impersonating like a Spanish prince or something like that. I would say a Spanish prince. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a amusing scene. And then we of course get a bit of a negative when Rodney learns his dad's not well. But then, as I've already said, Rodney and Halle Berry's character find Big Weld, and he has that big domino collection. And then with like Rodney and his friend, then like Rodney convinces Big Weld to go back to the office, and then then Big Weld gets like knocked out, and then Rodney kind of rescues him, but then Big Weld ends up getting captured by the villain guy's mum in like the big factory, the chop shop. And then Rodney and his friends go and rescue Big Weld. they have like this big rescue, and then there's that funny scene with Robin Williams where he does that like Britney Spears "Hit Me Baby One More Time." That was quite amusing. And then at the end, once they manage to achieve victory, Rodney introduces Big Will to his dad. Rodney's dad gets an instrument, and then all's well and ends well. And I feel like I'm missing maybe a few things here, but to me it was just the positive, uplifting theme and vibe of the film. I like the characters, I like the actors, and I'm going to say this film was a good rewatch. I definitely recommend checking this film out if you haven't seen it. I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching.